Hello everyone, let's crochet a bag to get a very simple pattern. Okay, to make this bag, I'm using this cord. Now you can use any yarn of your choice. It's really lightweight. I'm using a 4mm hook and we need a darning needle and some stitch markers. I have 20 foundation chains with me here. Now if you want your bag long, you can make more chains. So now I'm going to single crochet into every stitch around by skipping one stitch, and I have a total of 19 single crochets. Like I say, you make more foundation chains, you have long bag, right? So work single crochet into every stitch around until the end. Alright, this is how round one is looking like. Now we are not going to make any increase at this point. We just make single crochet into every stitch, chain one, skip that chain one, and then make single crochet into every stitch around until the end. So work single crochet into every stitch. Alright, this is how round two is looking like so far. Again, I'll chain one, then I'll turn my work. Skip that chain one and then make single crochet into every stitch. Now, the more rounds you make means that you'll have a big bag. So if you make more rows of this, you'll have a big bag if you want. So I'll just work like this until I have the amount of rows that I want for my own bag, and then I'll meet up back with you there to start. Alright, I have a total of 9 rows of single crochets with no increase. Now we are going to start something different. Into that last stitch that I put, I will go into that stitch to the edge on top of that stitch, and then I'll make a single crochet. I'll put my stitch marker there. And then I'll work single crochet into every stitch that I have. Now since I have 9 rows, I should have a total of 9 single crochet at the side. So work single crochet, go on top of that side and make single crochet into every stitch. Now into the last side, I'll make 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So now again, I'm going to work single crochet down side of my work, and I'll make single crochet into every stitch around until the last side of this work, and I'll work over this little yarn of tail I have. So work single crochet into every stitch until I reach the last side. Now if I make single crochet at the top downside there, now I have a total of 10 rows of single crochets. Now the last side, I'm going to put 2 single crochet into that same stitch like I did to the other one. Into that same stitch, I'll make a stitch or make a single crochet to that same stitch, and I'll go ahead and make single crochet into every remaining stitch until the other side of my work, and I'll make an increase too. And to the last side there, I'll make 2 single crochet into that point, just same stitch. So now I'm going to work single crochet into every stitch around. Now I have a total of 11 rounds. If I finish working this round of single crochets, so I have a total of 11 rows. So work single crochet until you reach your stitch marker, and we're going to start the pattern. Alright, this is how it looks like so far. So I've put my last single crochet. Remove your stitch marker. Always put your stitch marker, don't forget. And then where that stitch marker is coming from, I'm going to make a single crochet. I'm not going to make slip stitch actually, because I don't so like making slip stitches. So now after you make your slip stitch, skip 2 stitches, and then into the next stitch work 5 double crochets. Into that same stitch, put another double crochet. This is the shell we are making already, and then work there for the 3 times. Again to that same stitch, 4, and then work there for the last time. Now you have total of 5 double crochets into that point. Now skip 2 and then make single crochet into the next stitch. You always skip 2 even after this round. This is how we do it. Skip 2 stitches and then make shell into the next stitch by putting 5 double crochets into that same stitch. Again, okay, like this. Skip 2, make single crochet into the next, and this is how we are going to work this round. Skip 2 stitches, make shell into the next one. Now skip 2 and make single crochet into the next. Now repeat this pattern until you reach at the end where your stitch marker is, the same way we did here. Skip 2 and then make shell into the next. Like I say, you always skip 2, okay? Now you might end up with 1, you might end up like for example, now I am at the end of my round, so I'm going to skip two, skip two, 1 2 into the next one, make a single crochet, and I'll have 1 stitch ahead of that point before I reach to my stitch marker. Now what I'm going to do, I'll just skip that stitch and make a shell into that stitch where my stitch marker is coming from. Put 5 double crochet into that point, again to that same point, 2 and 3. Now I'm going to put my stitch marker at the 3rd chain. I should have 5. I'm going to put 2 more, so there is 2 at the side, 2 at the side, and 1 in the middle. In the middle, that is where we will always put our stitch marker. And then after you finish that, you are going to skip 2, like the way we finish, like the way we work this first round. You always skip 2 and make single crochet on top of your 3rd double crochet, and then the next 2 double crochet, skip it, and then make a shell into the single crochet we previously make from our previous round of this shell stitch. So now your single crochet will always have the shell. That is where you will be working the shell. And when you work your shell into your single crochet, then you will skip 2 stitches from your previous shell, which is your double crochets. Skip 2, 1 2, and then to the next one make single crochet, and then skip 2 double crochet into your single crochet, make a shell. This is how we are going to work these stitches. And no need to chain. You only yarn over and then skip, make shell, and then finish your shell. Don't chain, just skip 2 stitches and then make single crochet at the point where your single crochet should be. No need to chain, no need to make chain. Yarn over this one, skip 2, make single crochet, shell into the next single crochet. Skip 2, single crochet into the next stitch. Now this is going to be the repeat. There's nothing different. This is going to be the repeat, and this is how you're going to work your back until you have your desired fit. So just keep on skipping 2 stitches, walk to your main stitch you're supposed to walk into. You always skip 2, remember. Now I'm making my last shell here for this round. Now I'm going to skip 2 stitches, and then into the middle of my chain where my stitch marker is coming from, I'll make a single crochet, and then I'll put my stitch marker there. Don't forget your stitch marker. If you do forget, you might feel complicated. Yeah, so keep working like this, keep on repeating your work like this until you reach the point where you want to stop working the rows. Maybe you feel like, here I'm okay with this round, with these rows, and then you will stop working from there. If you want to make it long, you can make more rows. If you don't want it too long, you can make less rows for your bag. So me, I'm going to keep on working like this. This is just the way I have just show you. This is how I'm going to work until I'll reach my point where I want to stop, and then I'll stop. And you can do the same thing. Okay, now repeat it. Don't forget your stitch marker. When you reach where your stitch marker should be, always put your stitch marker there so that you will know where you will end. Because if you forget your stitch marker behind, you will feel confused at the end. So always make sure you have your stitch marker with you. So keep working like this, and I'll meet you back at the end. Alright, this is the amount of rows I make. This is the height I want for my bag. Now we are going to make one single crochet, one round of single crochet into every stitch around. Okay, so we're going to make one single crochet into every stitch that you have. So do that. Work single crochet into every stitch until you reach your stitch marker. Alright, I'm at the end of my stitch marker, so I'm going to chain amount of foundation chains. This one it's actually going to be the buttonhole, so go ahead and chain the amount you want. And to that stitch mark, where the stitch marker is coming from, I'm going to make a single crochet. And then I'll go ahead and cut off my yarn. This is the end of this part. So I'll cut off the yarn here. And then I'll hide its side. So go on and hide it. Hide your yarn tail. So just hide it inside of the bag. Go on and do that like that. I'll make a knot at this point to secure it. There, this part is finished. Now we're going to make the strap. Now to make this strap, the bag strap, you go to the side of your bag, make a slip knot, and then pull a loop into that chain, and then chain one, and then into the next stitch make single crochet, into the next stitch again make single crochet. So I'm going into 3 stitches only. I'm only using 3 stitches, the one I start with and the 2 stitches that I put my single crochet. Now chain 1 and then turn your work, and then skip that chain 1, make single crochet into that next stitch, and then to the next stitch make single crochet, and then chain 1, always chain 1 for your strap and then turn. Skip that chain 1 and then to the next stitch make single crochet, into the next stitch make single crochet. Now you can make the strap long if you want. The more rows you make, you will have long strap. You make less rows, you can have short strap. So you can make it to your own desire. Once if you reach where you want to stop, you can stop. You want it short, you can make it short. You want it long, you can make it long. So I'll just repeat this way by making single crochet into only 2 stitches, but before I turn I should chain 1, and I'll skip that chain 1, single crochet into the next, single crochet into the next. That is the repeat only for the strap. So just work like this until you have the amount you want, and then you can stop. I'm not actually going to make long, just short. This is the point I reach, and I will stop, and I'll cut off. I will go to my next side of the bag to attach it on 3 stitches only. So pull up a yarn on that side, then to the next stitch and make a single crochet, and then into the next stitch I'll make a single crochet, and then from here you can chain 1 and then cut off the yarn, and then adjust your strap nicely so it will look good. This is how it looks like. Alright, now we're almost at the end of this bag. Now we're going to make the button for the bag. So make a slip knot and magic ring, chain 1, and then into that magic ring we are going to put some amount of single crochet into that space, which is going to be 10. I'm going to make 10 single crochet into that space. So put 10 single crochet into the space. Now when you pull up your yarn, don't make it too tight because we are going to walk into that space. So into that space, go into that space, we are going to make single crochet, but by doing it first, go ahead and make a slip stitch. Now we are going to walk, you're going to walk 15 single crochet into that point, that space. Go into that space, make 15 single crochet. Alright, this is mine. And when I reach here, I'll cut off the yarn. Leave a long tail, by the way, because we'll be attaching this one on to our bag. But by doing it first, we are going to shape it nicely to get the result we want. So take your yarn needle and then try to put in the yarn into your yarn needle, and then take it, flip it, okay, and then sew it. Take the loops of your single crochet into each side like this, and then draw it, and this is the shape we are expecting to have. So do it all around, okay. So make sure you close it nicely to get nice effect. Now we are going to attach this into our bag. So you just take a loop from that side and then go through inside the bag and then out. Also don't forget to take a loop from that work. So just try the best to close it nicely. Alright, I am almost done with my work, so now I'm going to try to hide the remaining yarn inside of this bag. Just find a space where you can put it through. Alright, I'm done fixing mine.